Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Drevlin and this is my quest log. And we could go and defeat the final boss right now if we wanted to. But we don't want to, do we? No, we got other things to do. Loot to find and bosses to beat. Also, NPCs to speak with. First of all, last episode I effed up once again and I forgot to show you the soul of the twin princess. There we go. Might want to check that one out. Also, we should probably check out what we can receive from Ludleth with it.
Aha.
So let's see, the twin princess. There we go. You can get Lothric's holy sword. And what else? What else? There we go. Lorien's greatsword. Okay, so it's Lorien who is the big one of them, and Lothric who is the smaller of the princes. I always mix that up. Okay. Now, this episode, like I said before, is gonna be a bit of side questing. So, what we want to do after defeating the twin princess, first of all, we are actually done with Sirris questline. So we have a small little reward waiting for us outside. If only the Firelink Shrine would let us out. And since we are done with Sirris questline, we can now also join Rosaria's fingers. Let's see, I can't remember exactly where the item is. I don't know if it's up here. Nope. Oh, doggy. Bye-bye, doggy. Then, yeah, okay, it's down where we found... what's his name? Crestfallen's items. There we go. This is Sparta! You need to do that every time. You have to. Okay, so over here you can pick up the Sunless Talisman, which is something that she was using. Okay, and back up to the Firelink Shrine. And just to show you, we can now speak also with the maiden. And she actually sells Sirris armor set. Whoops. Let's see where it is. Nope, that's Gundir's armor. Right, you can buy his armor as well now, after defeating him as Champion Gundir. But I wanted to look at... here we go. Sunless Veil, Sunless Armor, Sunless Gauntlets, and Sunless Leggings. A very pretty set, I gotta say. Very pretty. Not so sure when you actually receive the Faram set. Just noticed. Oh well, oh well. Now,
Ashen one.
bring more ashes, and that is something that we actually want to do right now. This might seem like a bit strange, but let's see, just checking my notes here. Yeah. So, what you want to do is you want to go back to the Grand Archives. And there's really just the one bonfire here, so let's go. And we want to make our way up to the... what's it called? The ladder shortcut, the balcony with a lot of those wax enemies. So make a right over here. Wait for this guy to drop down. Come on, dude. Are you coming? Nope. Okay, let's ignore him and use this shortcut that we opened up before. I always tend to bring down the elevator just for the sake of it. So yeah, up here, this place, this is what I was talking about. Be sure to defeat, oopsie, some of these enemies. Look out for the hands in the walls. Oh, dang it. We will get all waxy. Come on, there we go. Don't want to mess with him, because there's so many hands around him. But yeah, over here by this table that we broke. Yeah, you might notice or recognize the body. After giving him all the scrolls, after buying all of his spells, you can use him to defeat the Twin Princess battle. And after that, sadly, Orbeck probably comes up here into the Grand Archives to look for even more knowledge about old spells, and sadly he passes away. So there we have it, Orbeck's ashes. Poor, poor soul. Let's take a look at those, shall we? There we go. So yeah, now that is the only thing we want from over here. So actually, let's go back to the Firelink Shrine and use those ashes. But we will not be using them in the old way, so to speak. We will not be giving them to the Shrine Maiden, because the only thing giving her the ashes will do is that we can buy the items that Orbeck was selling, but we already bought all the items he was selling. If you remember back at the middle of the game, when we first met with Yuria here, she was talking about Orbeck and how she wanted us to actually kill him. And once you do that, you receive the ashes and give them to her. But now we have all the things we can get from Orbeck, and we have his ashes. So let's see what Yuria has to say.
Ah, our lord and rightful liege. Speak freely, thy lordship. I am at thy beck and call.
So yeah, tale of Orbeck's death.
Ah, I see Orbeck's claim is proven false. As it should be our right and deserving Lord of Hollows. It is a Londor treasure befitting of a true lord. Lord of Hollows, may the dark sigil guide thy way.
And we receive the Morgan Blade.
Be safe.
Which is the only way to receive this weapon. A bleed weapon. Pretty cool looking. So yeah, now we are done with that. We only have one NPC left to interact with, and it's been a long time since we spoke with him. Leonhard! So yeah, you might remember this guy. He popped up during the beginning of the game. The first time actually is when you light the, I think it's the second? Yeah, the second bonfire in High Wall of Lothric. He pops up here in Firelink Shrine, and when you speak with him, he gives you 5 cracked red orbs. Red eye orbs, yeah. And later to trigger his continuing questline. Let's see here. So yeah, you need to find Pale Tongue, the item that you receive from invading people as Rosaria's fingers. But we found one down in Undead Settlement. You can also find it in Cathedral of the Deep, right in the muddy water next to one of the giants. And then also right outside Pharaon Keep, the place where we defeated the Abyss Watchers, there are 2 dark wraiths that, walk up the path towards the Pharaon Keep and defeat all the Gru enemies. And they also have a chance of dropping the Pale Tongue. So there are those places that you can find it. And once we have one of those, he pops up once. Oh, also, I think you might need to either defeat the Curse-Rotted Greatwood boss, the 3rd boss of the game, or it might be just necessary to light the cliff underside bonfire in Undead Settlement. The bonfire that you have to drop down from a bridge, and it's beneath one of the houses, like the house closest to where the Curse-Rotted Greatwood is. And yeah, he pops up here again then, and he will give us the lift chamber key. And we received that key, and we went back to High Wall of Lothric, back to the 2nd bonfire, and you take the stairs down, take another set of stairs down, and then there's a ladder that you take down in the same tower. And in that room there was a door that you could unlock with the key, take an elevator down into a cell where 1 dark wraith was standing. And by defeating that dark wraith, you receive the normal just red eye orb, not a cracked one, the one that you can use for as many times as you like. And that's the final thing that we did.
Now invade and pillage.
And he says this.
And if you grow weary of your duty, you too may become a finger. Come on, give yourself to Rosaria of the Cathedral of the Deep.
So yeah, that's the hint that we should go back to Cathedral of the Deep, to Rosaria, which, we met, but we did not join because that would have ended Sirris' questline instead. So just go to the Bonfire Rosaria's bedchamber that we unlocked during that episode. And now we need to join the Covenant and present to her one of the Pale Tongues. Oh right, I'm not so sure when this guy actually pops up. But by defeating him, you get the Hazel Pick and Xanthus Crown. I wonder if he pops up when you defeat him down in Road of Sacrifices or Pharaon Keep down in the swamp, because he's the guy that invades us? Might be. Not too sure. I forgot about this actually, so yeah. But hey, we got some loot. Okay, Rosaria. It's been a long time coming, but we can finally join you. Right, sorry. There we go. Talk. So ask to join Covenant. Yes. Oh. And we receive Rosaria's Fingers Covenant emblem. You have obtained proof of the Covenant. And like I told you before, now this is the Covenant where you could respec your character in case you want to, or alter your appearance. But each time you do this, it costs a Pale Tongue, and you can only do it, I think it's 5 times during one playthrough. So after you've done it 5 times, you need to go into New Game Plus, and then you can do it again. So, but yeah, let's offer 1 Pale Tongue. We have 4 of them, so 1 Pale Tongue to you. There you go, milady. And then we shall leave. And we... Oh, hello. You were not there just a few seconds ago, were you? Hello, Leonhard.
So, you've chosen to serve Rosaria after all. She will be pleased with me for finding her another finger. But be warned, my friend. Rosaria's fingers need only fetch tongues for their mistress. Otherwise, we are free, unchained. Like Yellowfinger, you can choose to believe that all fingers share camaraderie. But do not force your romance upon the rest of us. Rosaria's fingers need only fetch. Otherwise, you are free to believe, but do not force.
So, okay. So he says that. And let's see. I think we should just need to reload the room. Sadly, we need to go back to the Firelink Shrine and back again, so here we go. And once you travel back and forth, Leonhard is gone, and our new mistress is dead. So yeah, I think this happens once you give her the Pale Tongue and speak with Leonhard again. And also you need to reach the Profaned Capital bonfire down where Yorm was found. So it's quite a long way into the game. And yeah, once you light that bonfire, you can go back here, Rosaria will be found dead, and you can pick up the Black Eye Orb. So let's take a little look at that item. Invade the world of Rosaria's killer. Have faith her soul can be retrieved by invading the world of her killer and returning victorious. So yeah, the black eye is proof of vengeance, but often appears serene as it casts its gaze towards Irithyll. So that's the hint that somewhere in Irithyll we can use the orb and invade the world of her killer. So let's see. Just checking my notes, making sure I'm not missing anything. And with that, you can travel over to Irithyll, and when you want to go all the way up to Anorlondo and Aldrich, Devourer of Gods, his room. So we defeated him before Yorm, so we have that's done, but I suppose sometimes if you defeat Yorm first, you come down to the Profane Capital, and then you need to go up and defeat Aldrich as well before being able to continue this quest line. But we already have done that, so take an elevator up, and this, come on, this mysterious room where we found the, I think, Sun Priestess ring or something like that. Once we enter this small room, you feel the black eye orb quivering. So that's a hint that we can now use it. So let's go ahead and do that and invade Rosaria's killer's world. This is the final part of this little side quest.
Well, never expected to see you here. Felt sorry for the poor thing in all her festering glory. And now you want to ravage her soul as well. I sowed the seeds, I'll prune the mess. I, Leonhard, swear so upon my vows to the goddess. No one will despoil her soul. Certainly no beast wrapped in human skin. What do you want with her soul?
Oh, damn it.
Isn't flesh enough for a sick beast?
Oh, he actually managed to heal. The bastard. And down he goes.
Rosaria.
Duty fulfilled. And okay, we receive it when we come back to our world. And that's the last thing that we needed to do, actually. Soul of Rosaria, Crescent Moon Sword, and the Silver Mask. So let's take a look at all of those items. Where do we have it? Crescent Moon Sword. Guess we could take a look at the Hazel Pick as well. Just for the sake of it. And what else? It was the soul and... Right, the mask, the mask, the mask, the mask. There we go. And also the Xanthus crown that we have found as well. And also Rosaria's soul. I think that's a key item. No? No, wait, it is not. It is not. Is it? There we go. Soul of Rosaria, Mother of Rebirth. Return this to her extant corpse and Mother Rosaria will spring back to life as if nothing had ever happened. So yeah, we can revive her once again. But the thing is, though, you can use the respec and alter appearance anyway. Even though she is dead, I forgot to show you that, but you can do that. All you need to do is walk up to the bed and interact with it as normally, and you will be able to do those things. So this soul has another use, and we want to go back to Firelink Shrine for that. Since you noticed that it was sorted among the boss souls, maybe our good friend Ludleth can actually put it to good use.
Aha, so.
Let us see. There we go. Soul of Rosaria. Bountiful sunlight, a miracle, gradually restores high HP for self and broad area. This is the only way of receiving this spell, so I'd recommend picking this before actually resurrecting Rosaria. It might sound pretty greedy, and it is, but hey, we are here for the loot, so be sure to pick this one up. And that's it for the side questing. So you might have noticed why I wanted to make a short episode of all of this before continuing on, because I didn't want to fill any other episode with all of this. So yeah, the next time we will go into the final and optional area of the game, and it's pretty fun, pretty dangerous though, but it's the last thing that we need to do before going to the final boss, so yeah, getting close to the end, people. But until then, take care and happy gaming. Bye bye.